Cypher definitely 1/2 in Europe, alongside Evil. The only person really that can compete with those two is Rafa. And yeah, here we go. First map is Bloodrun, watching Cypher off the spawn, getting the yellow armor, the mega health, and the lightning gun. Madball actually goes for the initial railgun first, then pick up the red after later, but wasn't able to connect, unfortunately. And now we're just going to see how these two players are going to approach the game. Whether we're going to see, like we saw Evil earlier on, just play it slow, wait for an opportunity, or whether we're going to see an early engage on one of these players. I have a feeling Madball is probably going to want an early engage. Cypher setting a trap up by the lightning gun, as Madball is yet to get one.
Yeah, and Cypher took a bit of splash damage there. That's going to reveal his position to Madball. And we're looking at a pretty close start at the moment. As Cypher picks up another mega health, that's definitely a... That's a definitive advantage that he has, having that mega health over Madball, who's lacking that. But here he goes. He wanted to go in onto that LG, and Cypher was predicting it. But these rockets from Madball are phenomenal, as, oh, just barely not able to take him down. Going for the 50-50 there, swinging his reticle over to the 50 health instead of directly in front of him, which is where Cypher was. Unfortunate, but that was a very close start. I'm feeling it sad for Madball.
Yeah, Madball unfortunately guessed wrong. Thought Cypher had gone through the doorway to the 50 HP. Great bounce and the frag. Mega health as well hit for Cypher. And yeah, what turned out to be a pretty good start for Madball, wouldn't have gone either way, has now gone heavily in favour of Cypher. And he has plenty of time to get on all the items again. Madball is even afraid to drop to the lower yellow at this point. Oh, nice rocket to route.
Yeah, and I was super surprised at that yellow armor that Madball... I mean, Cypher got the fight and that Madball like stuck in. And look at this, he's hitting another rail. So things are evening up a lot. But there comes the response, and Cypher knows, okay, I can drop in on this red armor position now. Throwing in the rockets. He's getting kind of low, though. He's got to be careful. Falling under that threshold of one rail ending his life. And oh my God, what was that? A ridiculous combo there from Cypher. Perfection as he now finds his opponent off the spawn. What do you make of that, MVC?
Oh, really, really great LG, but I'm actually kind of liking what I'm seeing from Madball at the moment. We've seen Evil take away wins from Cypher time and time again, and it feels like Madball's kind of playing in a similar way. He's holding his ground in situations when Cypher's going for items. He's sticking around for a bit of additional damage, but I think unlike Evil, Madball sometimes can't hit that last shot that's really needed. And again, going to get pushed here. Cypher wouldn't really need to even follow through for the frag. He knows the three. Oh, actually, he's going to go anyway. He will miss the railgun, but I was saying, doesn't really need to push through for that with mega health coming up. And no, I'm liking what Madball's doing, despite being 3 frags behind. Just maybe needs luck to go in his favour a little bit more. Connect with that additional railgun that he's missing, and he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't all come down to, well, for Madball, if he looks back at this game, that one fight right at the start where he got Cypher so low, because he hasn't looked so good since then, and his opportunities haven't seemed so what is the word? I can't find the word, MVC.
Promising?
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with promising. Let's go with promising right now. And Cypher, he's going to be able to pick up another mega. He's missing some of these key rails, though, which is really buying a lot of time here for Madball, who's throwing down the grenades at this point. Seeing perhaps if he can get a bit of damage, and that's going to tell him that Cypher's still lurking. And he should know that the mega was picked up. I don't know why he's still throwing the grenades out there, but he has the red coming soon. This could be a big opportunity for Cypher. It is actually going to be just that right now as Madball defends with the LG. But again, Cypher just kind of missing these rails he usually connects. These little flicks, he seems a little off today, but there goes one connection. But it's actually a bit closer than he wished.
Yeah, and actually, I kind of wish Madball set up for the mega health rather than challenge him for the fight. I feel like he should have got out there a little bit quicker, because with that stack he had, the only thing was separating the two was the health. And he didn't even fight by a 50 HP. He sort of fought in the open, challenging him for the upper yellow, which he really didn't need given his stack. And he knew Cypher didn't need it. Cypher was already about 200 armor. It would have made no difference. So, yeah, regardless, 4-0 on the board. Madball has absolutely nothing, and it might even go down here if Cypher's able to hit it with the railgun. Still holding his ground, Madball.
Yeah, indeed. Cypher going to bully him away. 4-0 the scores. We approach the halfway point in this first map between these two for the semi-final. And in this semi-final, this could be Madball's chance at glory as he dives in onto the red armor. He takes one nasty rail, though, for his troubles. He is always so ballsy, returning, just peeking over for the return. That is so risky. But it kind of caught Cypher off guard. And even though he's screaming, we do know he's got some armor to his name. And there is, I think, the 50 up. And Cypher should be able to stop him taking this yellow. Very good move there from Cypher.
Cypher now moving toward the Mega Health, going to sweep that one away. Red armor is up. I don't think Madball's going to be ballsy enough to go for it. Again, that would be... Okay, it'll be suicide. He needs to rocket jump back. Hope Cypher doesn't hit. Down to 16. I mean, he stole it away, but again, I don't really feel like Cypher needs the armor at the moment. And this is going to be a frag, surely. Yeah.
And this is problematic because, again, we're seeing the situation where he didn't really make for that play, so it wasn't as if he made for an aggressive play, but he keeps getting Cypher low, and that's really tempting to say, okay, well, I had these investments, and I will kind of want to see the return coming in. Otherwise, it's just a loss, basically, and so you feel kind of committed to go for an aggression. Okay, he's low. Let's try to go for another aggression. Then all of a sudden you lose another frag, and it's like, cut my losses. Or it's so hard to make the decision in those spots sometimes, especially on this map. It's very hard to follow up. And Cypher so far, he's proving just that. He's got 7 frags. He's holding on to it very, very well so far. As he takes the other 25s, his position is getting solidified once again in control.
Yeah, it really is looking strong at the moment. Cypher. It's going to be so difficult to break as well for Madball, and he needs to break it soon as well with that time ticking away. Just 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining to find 7 frags to tie it up. Brilliant LG burst damage there, but again, Cypher still has armor, can still take, I think, 3 railguns at this point, maybe 2. And yeah, again, if Madball comes into any kind of exchange, he's going to be the loser. There's no other way to look at it. And even with this red armor up, this is going to be a kill. Cypher knows it.
There it is. Very good first rocket. There is the combo. The rail connects 8-0. There's not much... I don't think there's any options really for him to come back here. Madball's going to need to spend so much time just collecting armor. It's going to take ages. He hasn't got ages. He's got 3 minutes. That's all he has. And he's going to make the stand there at the Mega, but can't help but feel really that he's going to be looking at this game now thinking, well, I just don't know. I mean, this is over.
Yeah, the score could have been a whole lot closer if Madball played some of the decisions he did differently. Some of the fights he took, he could have taken them in different situations where the health was available. It's been, I think, a few cases today, actually. But again, it's Cypher, so sometimes you just got to take every opportunity you get against a player of that caliber. And unfortunately, Cypher's just always been in the better position. He's missed a couple of critical railguns early on, and that were, quite honestly, Madball's chance to get back in. Get started rather. But now Cypher seems to have found his feet a little bit. He's capitalizing on the lead he's got, the aggression he can afford to put out, and Madball just really looks stuck in a hard place at the moment.
At least he has Toxicity to look forward to. That is the next map. It is the pick of Madball. This was Cypher's choice, and after that we go to Lost World. So this is a really hard position to be in because, of course, Lost World is really the map of Cypher. I mean, he always chooses that one. He loves to play that. He feels great there. So Madball's going to be in a position where he's playing Cypher on what could be considered Cypher's best map, and he needs to win that to win the series.
I mean, Demon. Yeah, we saw Demon get really close to taking Lost World away from Cypher. It's definitely possible, and I would say Madball against Demon. How would you compare that matchup? Just as if you were to do so. I think
Demon is more. I don't know. Demon can be a little inconsistent sometimes, but when you're seeing the proper Demon, like we saw before, Demon's more consistent, more steady. I think he's got a lot of how to put it. He just doesn't take very many risks. He's very considered. He doesn't leave himself too open to crazy stuff. Whereas I feel like Madball might not have the experience yet to avoid some of the ways that Cypher can blow your game up with just like very free damage. But that's something Demon's used to. He knows what to expect. And I'm not sure if Madball knows what to expect from Cypher just yet, because Demon and Cypher, that match has been played so many times in practice and in tournament. So Demon has a big advantage in that respect.
Well, anyway, here we go. Live on map number 2. I'm going to watch Madball off the start here on Toxicity. He's going to go ahead and pick up the yellow armor. Actually, not a great spawn for him, all things considered, but he does have a lightning gun to heal some damage, and he can potentially deal some damage here at the Mega. It's going to be so tough to get on it, though. Brilliant plasma damage. We'll take it away. Then, yeah, I mean, awkward start, I think, still for Madball. Oh, wow. Big fail from Cypher, though, as he tried to rocket jump up. That's going to allow Madball on that side of the map for free.
Yeah, Madball with the long range advantage. If Cypher wants to take a fight, he cannot do it at the long range. It's got to be at the mid range. As he realizes it, he stays kind of hidden. can go for the telly if he wants to. He's in kind of a weird spot, picks up the yellow, and he doesn't want to fight, and that's the result that he got. So that's good. Here he goes, though. This is a great situation, pulling out the LG at exactly the right moment. But if Madball can connect a stray rail, that could be it, but it's going to be the rocket through the grate there on that Mega. Wonderfully done from Madball. Looking for the next one. Direct rocket, but still 3 health. Not quite enough. 1-1. But this is problematic for Cypher. He needs health. And if he doesn't get it in the next 10 seconds, oh, the 50 years up for him. But Madball knows that Cypher wants it.
Yeah, this is a really good play from Madball. He could actually push through early on and got the frag, I feel like, but he didn't want to take the risk. Now Cypher's going to be able to get a yellow armor. Still needs help, though. And this is really desperate play. If he gets out of this, no, he won't get out of it. Madball just holding ground. Eventually paid off.
Oh, he goes for the red instead of the Mega. This is very risky. I'm very shocked that he did that. He could have denied both items from Cypher, or given Cypher a red and given him a lot of damage and removed the red whilst guaranteeing himself the Mega. That's what he probably should have done. But now look at this situation. Cypher's got a weapon. He's got the balls because behind the stack. That gives you the ballsiness to go for these fights, and that's what's happening. Madball, he is not having a good time with this. He's taking too much damage. He's being pushed into bad spots. Cypher's getting the items he wants, even though he gets a lot of damage. Madball has picked up nothing.
Yeah, and again, just another free rail gun coming out from Madball, though. He could still pick up the frag here. It would be one shot for both players. And actually, I don't know how he dodged all that plasma. Carefully hopped over it. And actually, Madball will get a frag on the board. Way too early for this red armor, though. You must see Cypher push in.
Yep. It was a big risk for him to go for these rails, but at the end of the day, he was forced to do it. He put himself in a bad spot by taking the red over the Mega previously, and he's getting things back under control. So this is really good to see from Madball's perspective, because the mistake that he made didn't blow up the game, and he's going to even get another couple off of the spawn right there.
Oh, free rail gun again. I mean, even Cypher misses, he hit the next one. I think, did he just... Oh, sorry, even if Madball misses, he hit the next one. I think Cypher actually... Did he fall in the acid on purpose, though? I don't know.
It's quite possible if he's low enough. But I'm not sure, because he was in a position before. Like, the whole reason why Madball even got to the amazing situation, we have a fight breaking out here. Madball controlling the map, more or less, now. With the stack that he has, Cypher's got to be really careful with how he moves around. He cannot be caught next to Madball. But Cypher actually was running around during that period where he had loads of armor but 3 health. Like, he spent so much time trying to find health that he basically gave the map to Madball. And that was the biggest mistake from Cypher. That's a position where you just have to either go for it or just like die quickly, because you can't give the map away on Toxicity.
Yeah, Cypher's just dealing so much damage and stealing away the Mega health again. Saw that earlier on in the map. Gonna bit of an LG fight, and actually Madball gonna be able to get the frag. Cypher with weapon switch. I don't think he was out of ammo either. So there's 7, and yeah, really strong showing at the moment.
Yeah, definitely a lot of shaky moments in the first couple minutes, and Cypher's got loads of time to bring this back, but Madball has moved into a very risky spot for Cypher now, where the items are lining up very well for Madball. So if he doesn't make any executional errors, this could very well be Madball putting it into a game-winning advantage if he gets up to the 12-13 frag mark. If he gets another 5 or 6 out of this before Cypher switches the control. But let's see if Cypher can do that.
Yeah, there's going to be a free red armor for Madball. Cypher, and a great rocket, but you can hear him screaming. Madball knows that. I mean, Madball doesn't really need to push in for the frag. If he just keeps hitting at distance, it will eventually come to him. It's just important that he denies yellow armors and the red armor as well. Because if Cypher goes toward the red, he'll die. It's a death bit. So, for the most part, he doesn't really need to drop Madball, just to be on the outskirts. But another cheeky yellow armor steal from Cypher. And, I mean, even though he's stealing these items, he's not really able to deal enough damage to Madball to make it worth anything. So there goes the red, but look at the health.
Oh, bonus. Bonus roll there. I don't know if he should have chased up the frag there, but it works out. He's able to get onto that Mega, and Cypher doesn't make any cheeky steals. We got the yellow up there in the distance. There goes the rail duel, and Madball misses his shot. Still though, Cypher can't be too confident about this. Madball's still stacked to the teeth. Looking for that next red. Here goes Cypher surely for the peak. And he does. Close range with the LG. Madball not ready for it. Takes huge amounts of damage. That could be an opening now for Cypher. If he follows up with aggression, he could do this before this Mega spawns. But it's just got a rocket and the combo is connected.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw how quickly Cypher was able to rack up frags on Blood Run. Certainly could happen here if he can get the frag, but he needs to get it in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds if he wants it to be plausible to come back in. But again, Madball finding another frag, and there's just always stuff off the spawn available for him. Here he again doesn't need to go for the frag, but it's he'll get it anyway.
Certainly will. Madball, 9 health, 50's there for him. He's not scared of that 50 being guarded as Cypher was previously. And wow, Cypher just cashing with a perfect stream of LG. And here we go. Madball got himself to 12 frags in the first 6 minutes. Now it's Cypher's turn. And so far, he's on pace.
Yeah, the comeback has certainly begun. Red armor's up and waiting, but again, Cypher's just going to utilize that as a death trap. He does need armor, to be fair, so actually probably will move over to that, but there's nothing on the map for Madball. He only has a yellow armor. Cypher's going to be quiet a little bit, but again, not a big problem. Cypher just wants to stack up a little bit, get another yellow armor, and now he's in a position where he can take a fight and be comfortable out of it. Got a bit of time before the next yellow, a bit of time for the red. If you can fight in the next 5 seconds, that would be ideal, but we'll see.
Cypher goes in again, and that's really important that he made that frag because Madball is kind of setting up on the top area with the rocket launcher, which is kind of the go-to move out of control. It's a great spot to be in with a rocket launcher, but no! Cypher runs out of LG ammunition, is forced to make good with the rockets, and Madball jumps straight into his face. And that is a great defense from Cypher, but he's low, and this is very problematic. He's got to connect his next rail, his next stream of anything, and there he will do it. Now he moves out of danger zone.
Was it Lesney that came back against Madball on this, or did Madball come back against Lesney?
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Great stuff from Cypher making the movie frags. And to your question, I cannot remember. I think it was Lesney.
Yeah, because I think Madball had quite a big lead, and then Lesney brought it back.
And it looks like Madball has lost grip of the situation. He cannot break or slow Cypher's killing spree.
Yep. And this is the thing, Madball wants to take armors away off the spawn. He kind of doesn't want Cypher to get stuck, but as he's doing it, Cypher's just dealing so much damage. He's really doing a fantastic job. All of his railguns are now hitting. 2 frag game now, and I gotta say, this is all of a sudden, despite the 2 frag deficit, this is looking like Cypher's game. We're seeing the Cypher in control that we needed to see, and he's waited patiently for, even given up frags to do so, but clearly those frags weren't too much.
Yeah, definitely. He's looking good right now, but he's actually at a weak point. He's looking good on the scoreboard, but at a weak point on the stack. At least the Mega's there for him, but he has no armor. It's a situation Madball can take back into his hands, and he's beginning to really work on that. He connected a direct rocket. That is crucial as Cypher's running scared right now. He's just trying to use these spots. Oh no, Madball gets caught. This is the classic Cypher move. Just waiting in these kind of low areas for that jump across to pull out the LG and get that damage in. And now he's 1 frag away with 1 minute and 15 seconds left, and he wins the match against Madball here.
Really great movement from Cypher as well in that lower red, just dodging the rockets of Madball, predicting where they were going to go. And here we go. Now it has to happen. 1 minute remaining, and Cypher won't really want to take it to overtime. He'll want to finish and get the spawn, so he'll be looking to get a relatively clean frag, but at the same time, he does have the stack to get committed. Just the only issue is that mega health, so an early rocket is all that's needed, and he's got 15 seconds until the next mega to find it. And unfortunately, it didn't quite happen for him there, so he's going to have to back away. We'll pick up the red armor, but if you can get close to mega health here, this could be really good, and that's a fantastic railgun.
It is, yeah, and 40 seconds, and he still hasn't got this frag, but he's set up to do so. Madball is getting weaker, and Cypher's getting stronger. Here he goes, caught out through that tele-exit. He goes down. There he is off the spawn as well. It's an easy follow-up for Cypher, who has enough ammunition, just barely enough to finish him off. But Cypher is going to hit the rail. If Cypher had taken the rail there, that could have been a horrible situation. One more rail from Madball, and he hits the rail to tie the game. 13 seconds left. Madball, is he going to get clutch on us? It looks like that's what's happening.
He could do. Cypher literally has nothing at the moment, just the lightning gun. The thing is, the lightning gun could be really good in this situation because if he becomes aggressive, Cypher will be able to push him back. There'd be a lot of free accuracy. But we are going to go to our first overtime. 2 minutes added to the scoreboard and the kill for Cypher. You do only need lightning gun.
It seems like he's kind of got this now, doesn't it? It looks pretty strong for him.
Yeah, 2 great periods of control for Cypher, and that's all it really needed, despite that great opening from Madball.
Definitely. And the last second save, the 2 clutch rails for overtime. But we saw this previously as well in Hron versus Imba, or Imbaleon. And it looks like Madball's going to forfeit time. He knows it's over 16-13. That means Cypher is the victor 2-0 in maps against Madball.
Yeah, I mean, I expected victory, I guess. It is Cypher, but Madball showed quite a lot of promise there. And again, on Blood Run, I don't feel like he played terrible. Like, the score difference obviously went heavily in favor of Cypher, but I feel like we saw glimpses again of Madball's potential.
Certainly. So, guys, it's time to go to another quick break. We'll be back soon here live on FACEIT TV with more Quake Live Duels.